just want to share with you guys what I'm cooking today, or what I'm actually going to marinate today. Today I have a leg of lamb that I cubed up. Also, I left the bone from it. I cut it up, cubed it up. This is a whole leg of lamb. What I'm doing is actually a curry lamb stew. Tomorrow is my beautiful wife's birthday, and I'm making her, she asked for a curry lamb stew. So I'm gonna do a curry lamb stew. And what you guys see right now is actually what I'm gonna use to marinate. So these are all my seasonings. I have my salt, my curry powder, coriander, paprika, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, allspice berries, ginger, and you see coconut milk here. This is what I'm gonna use in I'm making coconut rice with it tomorrow, and also I'll use a little bit of coconut milk into my lamb stew to make the gravy. So you guys will see that tomorrow, but I just want to share with you guys what I'm about to do. And I'm gonna put this in the fridge after I put all the spices on it and marinate this overnight. Alright guys, I'm back. Now, as you can see, I started putting some of this seasoning into the lamb. Again, this is the leg of lamb that I cubed up, and I actually put the whole bone in there. So when I cook this lamb, I'm going to actually put the bone in there too. So as we all know, the bone is so flavorful. So as I'm cooking it and I'm doing the stew, there's going to be the bone in there with the rest of the lamb chunks. So I did start seasoning my lamb to marinate. I put all my seasoning. Again, I use ginger, allspice, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, black pepper, salt, and coriander. And now I'm about to use the curry powder. So this is the Jamaican style curry powder. I'm going to put about, in the marinade, I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of this. Alright, so this is what she wanted. My wife, she wanted the curry lamb. So put about 3 tablespoons of curry. We all know, you know, the Jamaican curry is a little spicy too. So, and also, guys, tomorrow when you see me cook it, you're gonna see the rest of the seasoning. I have my habanero pepper, as well as, you know, I'm gonna use thyme and everything else for when I make my gravy tomorrow. So you guys will see that and how I'll do that with a little bit of oil and start the gravy going. Then put the meat in to sear it. So you guys will see that. So again, I did 3 tablespoons. Okay, let's go with 3.5. We feel like being curry. All right. So I got 3.5 tablespoons. Again, it's up to you guys how you want to do it, 3 or 4. But you can, you know, do it however you please. Now I got my scallions here, my onions here, I got my thyme here, and I got my garlic here. So what I'm gonna do is place these in my marinade. Wooden spoon to do the mix. So I'm going to take this and mix it up really good with the chopped the lamb, and I also have that bone in there, which the bone I'm just going to make sure that bone is cooking with my lamb, just to give it that flavor that I'm looking for, that really nice lamb flavor. And when I actually cubed up my lamb, guys, I left some of the fat, as you can see. I left some of the fat on there, as we know, the fat to give it that flavor. But I cut off most of the fat, but I did leave some, you know. So I'm just mixing this up really good. I mean, I wish you guys could smell this. Like I said, smell-o-vision. Man, it smells so good. Gotta invent the smell-o-vision so you guys can smell it right through the phone, through the video. All right, so as I mix this up, guys, I'm gonna pause for the calls, and marinate this. And next time I'm on, I'll be cooking.
Are you going to cover that with saran wrap?
I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil and sit it in the refrigerator overnight.
Okay.
All right. So guys, thanks for joining Cooking with the Moors. Oh yeah, and don't forget, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Hello guys, welcome to Cooking with the Moors. Again, before we get started, I talked to you guys on yesterday about today's been my wife's birthday, and she asked for curry lamb stew. So that's what I'm going to do today, the curry lamb stew, and I'm going to take you guys through this journey with me. Right, you guys know my channel. I have my channel, and I need you guys to subscribe, to like, and to hit that notification bell. First things first. Now, I want to show you guys what I'm doing here. I'm getting ready to start this curry stew. I took some oil, some olive oil, put it in a Dutch oven, and then I just took a teaspoon of curry to put in there, and I have it on high right now. So I'm going to cook this. Let this curry cook a little bit, get that aroma. I wanted to get it dark, till it's dark, and then I'm going to start the process of searing my lamb in here, and then adding all my ingredients and getting this show on the road. All right, so also this is the lamb that I marinated overnight with the vegetables and everything in there. So if you guys take a look at this, I even have this is the leg of lamb, so I didn't have a bone in there. You know. Also, if you come here, you'll see I have some more scallions that I cut up. I cut up some tomatoes from the garden, and I have the habanero pepper. So I have one pepper, I'll cut it in half. I'm going to use half of that pepper. I think the whole pepper would be too spicy. My wife don't really like spice like that, so we're going to go with half the pepper. And again, when you're dealing with habanero peppers, I don't have any gloves on, but guys, you got to be careful. When you're dealing with this, you might want to wear gloves, because if you touch this and then you put your hand by your face or anything or your eye, it could be big trouble. So whenever you're dealing with habanero peppers, make sure you give your hands a really good wash after you slice them, and that's what I did. All right, I got my rosemary that's going to go with my coconut rice. I got my coconut milk. Got some more thyme that I'm going to put in my curry. Got my coarse black pepper. About to get this show on the road. Stay tuned. All right, guys. I just want you guys to see the searing. I started to put my lamb in to sear it. I'm going to just sear it. By no means cook it all the way. Just sear it before I start the stew process. So first thing first is put the sear on. Get that sear going, as you can see, and take some out. I got my bowl right here to take some pieces out, and so I can put more pieces in here. And then once I start with the bill, put everything in a pot, I will add the meat back to it and start with my the stew process. And again, some potatoes. My wife's gonna cut me up some potatoes. You guys will see that. That's gonna make my gravy thicker, the potatoes and everything. So stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm back. I want to show you guys. I took some of my vegetables out, my habanero, and I'll put it in the pot. I wish you guys could smell this. Smell the vision. Just look how good. Got my onions and my tomatoes, garlic, scallions. I got the bone in here that I'm browning, and then all my meat right here that I browned already. Just going to go back in the pot. Then I'm gonna add some more curry. Add my chicken broth and let that cook for about 2 hours. About 45 minutes before it's done, I'm gonna add my potatoes, and we're gonna have that lamb stew. All right, guys, check it out. I added the lamb back in, the seared lamb back in. I'm gonna let this cook. I also added some chicken broth to it. Now I'm gonna let this come to a boil. Then I'm gonna turn it down, let it simmer and cook for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And then in 45 minutes before the end of the cook, I'm gonna add my potatoes. And there we go. And you guys see, it's going to boil down, it's going to simmer down. The gravy, the potatoes is going to get the gravy thicker, it's going to reduce. And we're going to have the stew over some white rice, coconut rice with a little rosemary in it. And also I'm going to add to this, I'm going to add a little bit of coconut milk to this. All right. All right, guys, I'm back. My lamb has been stewing for about 2 hours. I want you to come and check this out. Look at this. So tender, right off the bone. Look at that. Just, look at that. Meat falling off the bone. It's so tender. So now what I'm gonna do is put the potatoes in. Let the potatoes cook. The potatoes, the starch from the potatoes will thicken the sauce, the gravy. So I'm gonna put the potatoes in so the sauce, so to get those potatoes done, thicken the gravy. And if you see, I have the yellow gold potatoes. Throw those in. All right. And by the time I come back, hi guys, welcome back to Cooking with the Moors. As promised, stew is done. The lamb stew, curry lamb stew is done. Come take a look. I put the potatoes in. You see how it thickens up the gravy. See, the potatoes, they're nice and soft, tender. So, see? All right, you guys, I'm telling you, smell-o-vision. Smells so good. All right, guys, I just want to show you guys my coconut rice that I made. So, I have my rice right here. You guys can see coconut rice. It smells so good. Again, I wish I had smell-o-vision. I have some rosemary in there, but I wish I had smell-o-vision. It smells so good, nice and fluffy. I'm about to turn it off, but yeah, look at this, nice and fluffy. You know, no sticking. The key to cooking rice, slow and slow. I have added my coconut milk in there. It's so good. All right, next time I see you guys, we'll be plating.